Corrigan serves. Middlebrooks is there. Sheedy sets the attack. That one stays alive until it doesn't. And another kill, this one credited to Catherine Rank.
And Catherine Rank is in the top 4 of the kill leaders on this team. But like you said, it was hard for the Pacers to respond to an error.
6'3" middle blocker. Colorado Rogers gets that one across. It's to Schwantz, and that one's smoked. And the kill for Anna Summer.
Summer brings life into this Pacers team when needed. Now she has to go out, unfortunately. Hopefully the girls can pick up after what she just did for them.
It'll be Haley Laskowski coming on for her, and we'll see Ella Hukel serve. Serve away, received by Bloom. Sheedy cut off by Swans, and it's a kill for Marley Middlebrooks.
If you can't stop Middlebrooks, it's going to be a long day. And, I mean, kill after kill after kill, it's going to be tough for the Pacers.
Pacers struggling thus far with the attack of the Saints. Attack sent away by Schwantz. Sent over, Bloom tried to get to it, couldn't quite reach it.
That was a smart play right there by the Pacers. I thought somebody wasn't paying attention, but no, they caught everybody off guard perfectly, got it on that left side of the court for the Saints. Nobody was ready.
And the libero, Kira Bostic, credited with that kill. Fox to serve. Received by Schwantz. Sheedy sets for Middlebrooks, and another kill for Marley Middlebrooks. Who else?
And she's always going to be right there on the right side of her court, and somebody has to know that it's coming hard from her when they set it up for her.
Sheedy serves. Rogers is there. Fox sets. Just tapped over by Corrigan. Sheedy sets, attacking, and I believe it's going to be a net violation on the Pacers. Point to the Saints. It's 23-9 now.
It seems like the right side of the court for the Saints has just been the dominant side, the side that it's always going to go to no matter who's over there.
Sheedy serves. Corrigan can't receive. And it's a service ace for Claire Sheedy to set up set point. Serve away. Rogers receives. Fox sets. It's for Rogers. Rogers gets the kill.
Much needed.
Much needed.
It'll be a mighty comeback in this first set, but that was much needed.
Pacers just looking to build a little momentum here going forward into the next set. I mean, again, it's not impossible, but comeback very unlikely. Marley Middlebrooks received by Bostic. Fox is there. Patterson sends it over, and it goes wide. Point and set to the Saints. It was all Flagler here in set number 1. They win 25-10 in the first frame. We'll take a pause for about 3 minutes and be back with the second set in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Set number 2 upcoming here between the USCA Pacers and the visiting Flagler Saints. First Peach Belt Conference matchup between these two teams here to start the season. Flagler winning in dominant fashion, 25-10 in set 1. If you're just joining us, Ellison, it was an all-around performance from the Saints in that one.
It sure was, and I mean, leading in attacks as a team, hitting over 500 versus the Pacers hitting under 100. Yeah, that's going to give you the advantage all game long.
565 hitting percentage from the Saints. Most of that coming courtesy of Marley Middlebrooks, 6 kills and 10 attacks, hitting 500 with just the 1 error on this match so far.
If they could stop Middlebrooks, this would help a long way. Now, I wonder what the confusion is out here, trying to get the numbers set, or
there's some discussion about substitutions, I believe. We'll see a new libero come on. It's Katie Clancy stepping on to the floor for the Saints.
If the Pacers do what they need to do in blocking Middlebrooks and those attacking, it can be a change around for them.
Amelia Fitzpatrick sending that one away. Kira Bostic able to get to that. Bostic able to bump it back over after the reception from Lexi Rogers. Middlebrooks gets back to it, but not this time. Anna Summer, Allie Bishop with a big-time block for the Pacers.
You saw her fired up. Not today, and that's exactly what needed to happen, is stop Middlebrooks from getting those kills.
Allie Bishop, one of the emotional leaders of the team. She's a fiery player, brings a lot of energy, and that's exactly what the Pacers need right now. Sheedy sets, it's for Middlebrooks. This one received by Corrigan, but nobody there to back her up. Just didn't get it quite clean off the hands and went in more of a line drive than up in the air.
So when you get kills like that, I mean, you're smart enough to know they're going to try and keep blocking you, switch it up.
Middlebrooks put a little bit of heat on the first attack, and on that second one after the block, she just kind of punched it over. Anna Summer will go for it this time, and Anna Summer with a little light touch gets that one to the back line and down. Point USCA. So far in this very early part of this set, USCA moving with a little bit more life than they did in the opening parts of that first set. It'll be Ella Hukel on now, the freshman libero. Not in the libero jersey today. Sends it away. Marley Middlebrooks gets very low to keep that one alive. Diving for it is Corrigan. Hogan sets. This one's for Avery Pearson. Pearson with a big-time shot and kill.
Nice. One thing Coach Reynolds for the Saints wanted to do was get his blockers to be able to block. It's a size advantage up front, and that's not going to help him in this set.
Avery Pearson with a power shot to the back line. Made it happen. Hukel with another soft serve. Corrigan tried to get under it. Just wasn't quite able to make the play. Effort, though, A+ for Corrigan. Clancy will serve now in the libero jersey this set for the Saints. The junior out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Serve away, Corrigan there. Hogan sets. This one's for Pearson. Pearson gets it through the block and down. Avery Pearson making her presence felt here early in this set. 2 attacks, 2 kills for Avery Pearson.
And that's much needed for the Pacers team. Again, if you don't have anybody up front to block her and her size, it's going to be points all day for Pearson and the Pacers.
Pearson, the sophomore out of Colorado, brings a lot of power to this Pacer lineup. Middlebrooks is there. Sheedy sets. And a nice attack from Cassidy Bloom. Bailey Corrigan had no chance on that one.
Not a chance. That heat-seeking missile coming down. You gotta be ready at all times for something like that.
Another chance for Sheedy to serve. This was when and that one found the line. Sheedy at the service line was when the Saints grew their lead in a big way in set 1. Pacers will hope to prevent a repeat performance of that. Sheedy serve away. Rogers goes down to get it. Fox sets. Pearson attacks. Pearson's bouncing around and finally sent over by Middlebrooks, and nobody there for it. Man, tough break for the Pacers there. Avery Pearson did everything but get the kill there, and Middlebrooks, who was just trying to get it over the net, finds a blank spot on the floor, gets the kill, and takes the lead for the Saints.
And Middlebrooks was laughing like, I didn't think that was going to be possible. I mean, but again, nobody in the Pacers was expecting that either.
And a break there for USCA in response. Service error by Claire Sheedy. Sends it right back to USCA, and Lexi Rogers will have a chance at the service line for the Pacers. Rogers, high arcing serve. Bloom goes down to get it. Sheedy sets. It's for Bloom. Bloom punches it over. Corrigan gets the kill. Cassidy Bloom.
And Bloom was just smart, again, like Middlebrooks, to know they're going to try and block every kill that we have with the size they have up front. Why don't you just dump it over nice and easy, nice touch.
And Pacers bringing in Chloe Duzenak. Chloe Duzenak, another one of those players. She comes on the floor, and good things tend to happen for the Pacers. She's an energy player and a high-volume attacker. Bloom sends the serve. Corrigan is there. The set from Fox. Attacked by Duzenak. Middlebrooks sends it right back over. Bloom punches it. Rogers is there. Fox setting. Duzenak attacking. Duzenak gets it through the block and down. And right on cue, Chloe Duzenak comes in, and good things happen for the Pacers.
And we've seen a lot of that from the tournament last time, where she came in and then she provided that spark that they needed, got the kills, got the blocks. She does it all.
Didn't see a lot of Chloe Duzenak, if any, in set number one, but she's making her presence felt thus far. The attack coming. Summer and Corrigan, I believe, we're going to get a net violation. And it will be. That was Summer and I believe Corrigan on that play.
Just something you hate to see. You know that you can block everything they attack with, and just an unfortunate error.
Serve coming from Bridie Potter. That attack, I believe that was Corrigan. And it was Bailey Corrigan making her presence felt. The Pacers now much more competitive thus far in this set. Again, early part of this thing, we still got a long way to go to 25, but 7-7 thus far. By this time, it was pretty much already in hand for the Saints in set number one.
Exactly.
So USCA responding well here. They'll need to keep doing so. Nice play by Bostic. Hogan sets. It's for Bishop. Bishop gets into the back line. Bishop gets the kill. And more of that fire from Allie Bishop.
The Pacers, that's what they needed. I know it took them a little while in the first set to get going, but we've seen this time and time again where a team has a bad first set, then they come in, and then they show you what they can really do.
And a big-time response there from the Saints. That was number 6, the 6'3" middle, Catherine Rank.
And Rank is dominant up front, too. Again, she, along with 3 other of her teammates, have kill leads.
Rank, the serve. Hogan sets. That's for Bishop. Bishop, nice and easy. Nothing too crazy on that one.
And that's the fire that the Pacers want. Bishop coming in, like you said, high emotional player, and it's showing right now.
USCA back in the lead. Back and forth. This one's a seesaw set. Corrigan sends it away. Bloom is there into the net, and a service ace for Bailey Corrigan.
And now the momentum starting to roll into the Pacers' way. It's exactly what they wish they had in the first set, but now they have it here, and that's all that matters.
Serve away from Corrigan. That one. And ball off the antenna. Point USCA. They've got a 3-point lead now.
This is a team that's been a scrappy team from the start. Nobody should sleep on the Pacers.
And now a timeout taken by Flagler. USCA responding well here in the second set, already with more points than they had in the first. 11-8 your score, USCA on top. Welcome back, everyone. Jordan Phillips, Ellison Hubbard on the call for you here in this Peach Belt Conference matchup between USCA Pacers and the Flagler Saints. USCA on top here in set 2 after dropping set 1. Bailey Corrigan at the service line. That's the situation as we see it. Corrigan sends her serve away. Bloom is there for the reception. And Marley Middlebrooks making her presence felt, reminding you who she is, the kill leader overall in this match, with an exclamation point on that kill, and she'll get the service line.
She said, "You don't want to block me? That's fine. Let me get my points then."
Bostic receives the serve. Hogan sets for Anna Summer. Middlebrooks gets the dig and bumped over by Schwantz. It'll be Allie Bishop. It's sent right back. Big time play there by Catherine Rank.
And that's what Coach Reynolds needed. He said he needs his block team to step up. That was exactly what just happened there. Catherine Rank leading the way on that block, and she honestly leads the whole team with blocks and blocks assist.
And it's a pair of quick kills to spark the Saints, and 11-10 the score. USCA looking to keep their momentum that they had prior to the timeout as we witness some expert-level floor maintenance by Kira Bostic.
The Pacers are good at cleaning the floor, as we've seen over the last games that we covered.
And that serve by Middlebrooks goes long. Big-time awareness on that one by the Pacers to get out of the way of it, let it hit the floor, and that brings on Ella Hukel to serve for USCA.
One of the rare times that it actually goes out of bounds. Usually it's right there on that line and it's inbounds, and it's unfortunate this time it actually went way out.
The Saints are an accurate team from the service line this season. And we see Hukel send that one right into the net.
But again, it's something that's been consistent so far in these sets is the Pacers cannot capitalize off of errors made by the Saints.
Serve away, Rogers is there. Hogan sets, it's for Bishop. And Bishop sends it long. Now we've got a tie set. Flagler coming out of the timeout, red hot. Schwantz will serve now for the Saints. Serve away, Corrigan is there. Hogan sets. This one's for Rogers, rejected. Claire Sheedy and Bridie Potter.
It's amazing how Coach Reynolds' team is doing all of what he told me he wanted them to do in this match.
Rogers gets that one through the block. It's bouncing around. Middlebrooks gets it to Bloom, and it's out off of the Pacers.
And Bloom is actually the second kill leader on this team, and right there just shows you.
And now the Saints have the Pacers on the back foot. And they'll get a break with a service error. They'll get that lead right back.
Now, can the Pacers capitalize off of that error? Again, it's been something they struggled to do. Hopefully they do in this upcoming serve.
It was an 11-8 advantage USCA going into that previous timeout, and since then it's been a 6-2 run for the Saints as that one goes out off of the Saints. Point Pacers. USCA ties it right back up. And Hukel was serving, but Fox was serving, but it looks like there was some discussion between the officials and the refs.
I think she's telling her to back up on the court.
Coach Kelsey Sperlin-Yarba apparently too far out on the court, so she'll step back. It'll still be Pacers serve. Fox is away. Received by Schwantz. Sheedy sets.
Oh.
Blistering shot. I believe that was Juliana Dush. Excuse me, no, that was Bridie Potter.
Oh, man. Did you hear that one?
Some impact.
Got a little too excited there coming in to celebrate with a teammate.
And now the substitution away. Flagler with the lead, 15-14 now. Sheedy to serve. She's been a spark plug for the Saints at that position. Avery Pearson gets the kill off the fingertips of the Saints.
And Pearson has been a good factor for this team, especially in this set. And that's why they're here tied right now.
Pearson
Really.
doing good things offensively for sure. 3 kills here in the set. 15 all. Rogers. Serve gets away, just kept alive. Bostic is there for the dig. Fox sets, it's for Corrigan. Corrigan sends it long.
That was a short serve, and they were able to get that over, dig it out, and then just didn't go their way. Just too much power from Corrigan to go out of bounds.
Saints serve receive has been very good so far as we see Bloom. Rogers receives the set. It's for Duzenak. Duzenak punches it through, but kept alive. Sheedy sets. It's for Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks blocked, but it goes out. Another 2-point lead now for the Saints. Seesaw, back and forth we go. Bloom serves. Bostic is there. Fox sets. This one's for Corrigan. Corrigan kept alive and passed over by Middlebrooks. Rogers does a good job there. Fox setting for Corrigan again. Corrigan punches it through.
Nice.
Big time stamp there from Bailey Corrigan.
And in warm-ups, Corrigan was hitting the ball lights out, and she does it time and time again. Practice makes perfect, and that right there was perfect.
One of the freshmen on this team. It's a young team for sure. Serve away, goes long. Right now on the floor for the Pacers, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, a redshirt junior, and the lone senior, and a summer. And that one goes into the net and down. Point Pacers, and I was even a little too generous on the age. Lexi Rogers not a redshirt junior, she's a redshirt sophomore. So again, this is a young team here for Coach Glenn Cox, and there's going to be growing pains, but he's got some veteran leadership like he has at the service line right now. Sydney Hogan, the senior. Short serve, skipped off the top of the net, kept alive once again by Bloom. Bostic is there. Hogan sets. This one's for Rogers. Rogers punches it over. Rogers, nice play to tie us up.
Smart play by Rogers. Saw the middle was open right there. Knew that if she could just get that soft touch, it'll land right there in the middle, and it did.
Didn't do too much, just made the play that was there for her to make. Now the Pacers looking to spark a run. Bloom keeps it alive. Diving for it was Sheedy, but she couldn't get it under it. Service ace, Sydney Hogan.
I know Bloom was setting something up there. I don't know if the team picked up on what she was trying to set up right there. Kind of took her front out to save it. Just wasn't ready.
Cassidy Bloom doing a great job in serve receive thus far for the Saints. Attack kept up. Bostic, great job. Summer sets, and attack from Corrigan goes right into the net.
I don't think that was high enough for Corrigan.
I don't think so. Again, Summer not really known for her setting.
But I will give Bostic her credit for digging that out, because that one right there looked like that was going straight to the ground. And a more immaculate floor cleaning from this Pacers team.
Kira Bostic has to lead the conference in moisture wiped up on the floor. She's doing a great job out there in that regard. She's the designated towel person for the Pacers out there. Serve away from the Saints. Bostic receives. Hogan sets. It's for Summer. Summer blocked. Middlebrooks. Wow. Middlebrooks and Rank. Goodness gracious, what a block by the Saints defense.
Summer, a great player. I mean, awesome player. But if you're going up against those two right there against a block, it's going to those two every time in the Saints.
Bostic receives. Not very clean, but Summer gets another bite at the apple. Summer makes up for it immediately and ties us right back up.
That's what happens when you're a veteran player. You're like, you're not going to get me twice. You get me once, shame on me.
Bailey Corrigan now to serve, looking to give the Pacers the lead. Her serve is there. Bloom gets to it. Sheedy sets. This one's for Middlebrooks, and Middlebrooks a missile. Nobody on the planet had a chance to stop that one.
Nobody. And I love when these games are tight and close and it's going back and forth. Middlebrooks is like, you could do it, Summer. I could do it too. I'm just as good.
Middlebrooks serve away. Hogan sets. Bishop. Bishop, a rocket shot. Finds the floor to tie us up. Some attitude behind that one from Allie Bishop.
Bishop got me fired up. I want to be out there. I mean, man, Middlebrooks won, Summer won, Bishop won. I mean, are we handing out kills here? Goodness.
Back and forth we go. Ella Hukel to serve now. USCA hoping to get this lead, a little bit of cushion. Tied up right now. Hukel serves it into the net and down. Another service error for the Pacers. Could prove costly here in the waning hours of this number 2 set. 22-21. The Saints now with the lead. And Bella Schwantz will serve. Rogers receives. Hogan setting. It's Bishop. Bishop gets it through, bouncing around. Sheedy. The set. This one's for Bloom. Bloom punches it and off the antenna and down. Now both teams starting to lose their play integrity here, starting to make mistakes. But we've got a discussion here between the officials.
In a moment like this, how tight the match is, you have to keep level-headed. You have to play a clean game because those errors, those mistakes, that will help the other team get the lead and then essentially win the set.
A ruling will stay exactly where we are. Point Pacers.
And the Pacers are like, duh, this should have been over here.
And timeout taken by the Saints. 22-all here. We are in a much closer set this time than we were this time one set ago. We'll be back in just a minute with the conclusion of set number 2. Welcome back, everyone. 22-all here in set number 2. Pacers at the service line. It's Madison Fox to do the honors. USCA hoping to get a lead here. Middlebrooks is there. Sheedy sets. This one's for Bloom, and Bloom, a missile. Gets past everybody, and it's on the floor, and Flagler back on top now.
If it's not Middlebrooks, it's Bloom. And you have to be prepared for either or. When that ball goes in the air, your eyes need to be focused because it's Bloom or Middlebrooks coming down with the kill.
Sheedy at the line. Serve away. Corrigan is there. Hogan sets. This one's for Rogers. Rogers gets it through, punches it over. Diving play by Fox. Nice effort. That was dangerous. Avery Pearson off a hand, and a kill for Avery Pearson.
And Pearson helps out when needed by the Pacers. That one, nice.
And this point here could be the one that makes or breaks this match. 23-all. Winner comes away with set point. Schwantz is there. Sheedy sets. This one's for Bloom. And off the block and down. Set point to the Saints.
You got to wonder, it's like, where do you get all these people from that can have attacks like this? I mean, that was just amazing.
And it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth we go. Point Pacers, point Saints, point Pacers, point Saints. And that's not a good recipe right now if you are the USCA Pacers. 24-23 your score, set point Saints when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. Set point Flagler. It's Cassidy Bloom at the service line for the Saints. They're looking to take a 2-0 set advantage after some brief floor maintenance. 24-23. Bloom's serve is away. Rogers receives. Hogan sets. This one's for Pearson. Pearson blocked, bouncing, kept up, and Pearson gets another chance at it. Good job by Pearson. Middlebrooks hugs the back line and down. A valiant effort by the Pacers here in set number 2, but the Saints' offensive attack proves to be too much there at the end. 25-23 in set 2. The Pacers looking to keep their afternoon alive in set number 3. Welcome back, everyone. Peach Belt Conference volleyball action here on a Saturday afternoon. USCA trailing the Flagler Saints 2-0. Jordan Phillips, Ellison Hubbard on the call for you. And that set, Ellison, number 2, was much more competitive between these two teams, but the Pacers still not quite able to get over the finish line there.
That's right. And, I mean, it just all leads with the team attacks. And so far, hitting 200, which is better than the set 1, the Pacers are hitting over 200. And that showed why they were able to stay in that matchup. But for the Saints, still hitting pretty well, over 400, with Bloom hitting 700.
Anytime you got one player hitting 700 with 10 attacks, you've got a problem. And Bloom, again, looking to increase that total. They're received. Hogan sets for Bishop. Bishop punches it through the block and down. Pacers get off on the right foot with a 1-0 lead here in set number 3. Looking to extend this match. Bouncing around, that's an attack from Rank. And Rank with authority on that one.
And Rank hasn't been as dominant, but she has been helpful for the Saints in this matchup.
The set, Summer on the attack, kept up. Bostic gets to it. Hogan sets for Summer again. Middlebrooks is there. Sheedy sets across the floor for Bloom, and Bloom finally, the Pacers, able to solve that equation, and they get the block.
And Bishop and Summer, man, woo, when they get up front, you don't want to go their way.
Corrigan's serve is away. Middlebrooks able to receive. Sheedy sets. This one's for Rank. Rank gets it through and down. Point for the Saints off the kill from the 6'3" Rank.
It's just hard right there. I mean, it would have worked with Summer and Bishop, but Rogers is just a little bit on the shorter side, so that was going to be able to get through that block anytime.
Bloom's serve is away. Bostic receives. Hogan sets. This one's for Summer. Nice job there by Schwantz to keep that alive. And Middlebrooks beats the block.
And how are they just able to beat these blocks? I mean, it's got to be the force that's coming with these attacks from Rank and Middlebrooks.
A lot of power in this Saints lineup. You see it there. And getting to it was Rogers, not the cleanest, but Corrigan able to attack, but sends it long. Another point for the Saints.
And Corrigan's young. She'll be able to learn how hard to hit the ball, not to hit the ball. Right there, she's just got a lot of power because she's so young.
She's had you've seen moments of her potential often here in the early goings of this season. She's going to be a force here for the Pacers going forward. And the point goes to USCA there. That brings on Huckel to serve. Bostic and Summer will take a step off. Huckel serves. The set, the attack, and the kill from Rank.
Like I said, Rank has been quiet, but then here in this set, the set that could possibly determine the match, she's been helping out the Saints to give them this 5-3 lead.
Schwantz to serve, received. The set from Hogan for Bishop. She beats the block and keeps the Pacers within 1.
And Bishop's energy is much needed for this because you're down 0-2. It can either deflate you or inflate you, and with her momentum and her energy, that can inflate this team to hopefully pull out a win.
Serve away, received. The set from Sheedy. It's Middlebrooks. Corrigan is there for that. Fox setting. It's Rogers. Rogers gets the kill. Lexi Rogers with a big-time play there.
That was just smart volleyball right there. I don't even know how she did it. It seemed almost magical how she just touched it right in there.
Fox sends the serve away. Gets underneath that. Bostic sets. It's Rogers again. Rogers kept up by Bloom. It's floating. Bouncing, Bostic again. Now Duzenak sends it over, but sends it too long. Point to the Flagler Saints off the air by the Pacers.
I thought Rogers was about to have it and tip it right back over, but again, the height difference up front is just not going to work like that, and ultimately ended up out of bounds.
Sheedy sends it away. Tipped up, Pearson. Kept in by Schwantz. The set from Sheedy. Punched over. Nice play by Bostic. Fox setting. Cross for Duzenak. Schwantz gets to it, but nobody else does. Kill for Chloe Duzenak.
And that's the way to make up for hitting it out of bounds. But if you would have saw over here, I think Bloom was on her way to crashing on the bench just to save it from going out of bounds.
Yeah, the one thing you'll learn in these Peach Belt Conference volleyball matches, Ellison, these players are willing to put life and limb at risk to keep that ball in the air.
Every point counts.
Absolutely. And more expert level floor maintenance work from Kira Bostic to keep this floor safe and PBC compliant for everyone.
Well, I need to ask her after the game, where did she learn to do this?
Need to get some tips on that. Lexi Rogers sends the serve long. 7-6 now.
When Rogers knew it, she was not happy about that serve.
And Middlebrooks with a nice serve. Bostic able to keep it alive. Corrigan gets to it. Corrigan sends it across. There's Schwantz. Sheedy sets. It's Bloom. Bloom sent up. Pacers will get another shot at it. Rogers punches it over. Rogers, Bloom bouncing and falling. Kill for Lexi Rogers.
And I'll give Lexi her credit where credit is due. She has been kind of quiet, but here, I mean, picking it up in this set and being smart, knowing where to place the ball where the defense can't get it.
Rogers making a big-time play, and that's what big-time players do. 7-7 now. Again, that first set appears to be the outlier here between these two teams thus far. Is set two much more competitive, only a 2-point affair there, and we've got another back-and-forth set so far, and again, we're in the early stages, so that could change at any moment. Sheedy sets. It's Bloom now. Bloom gets through the block and down. Kill for Cassidy Bloom, the senior outside from Naples, Florida.
Bloom has a lot of power with her attacks. And, I mean, being able to get through these defenses like she's been doing, it's amazing. She's not the tallest on the court, but she has a lot of power.
Only 5'9", but making her presence known. Rogers is there. Fox sets and just bumped over by Bostic. Sheedy sets. That's for Rank. Rank, not a lot of power on that one. Kept up. And a Summer puts a little velocity on it and gets it over the defense and down. That brings on Bridie Potter, the sophomore from Mount Pleasant. Some discussion here between the officials. And I believe a yellow card issued here. And it will be. I'm not sure if that was on the sideline or if that was on Lexi Rogers, but either way, a yellow card issued. Serve away from Sydney Hogan. Middlebrooks receives. Sheedy sets, Bloom attacks. Not a lot of velocity there. Corrigan keeps it up. Hogan sets for Summer. Summer, Middlebrooks, nice play to keep that one alive. Set across for Bloom. Bloom rejected but out of bounds.
And I think that card came from early was just them running in, substituting, not giving the ref the time to allow the substitution to happen and make sure everybody's, doing the right thing. So
just some excitement from the players. Nothing no harm, no foul. Hogan sets. This one's for Corrigan. Corrigan, blistering shot, and Middlebrooks couldn't get out of the way. And that's one of those moments that I've referenced earlier when you can see the potential from Bailey Corrigan. That was a rocket shot. Middlebrooks had no chance to get out of the way of that one.
That was too tough for anybody to even try and get that set up in the air for their team.
Middlebrooks is there. Set, Bloom. Diving for it were Corrigan and Bostic, but neither could get underneath. Bloom serve away. Rogers receives. Hogan, the set for Summer. She gets it through the block and down for the big-time kill.
Summer is the leader for that. And, again, sometimes you need your leader to do some things that the team couldn't do as a whole. That right there, getting a point.
And that's power on power between Summer and Rank, and Power wins for Anna Summer this round. Hukel sends the serve away. Bloom is there. That one's floating over the line, and the Pacers with a chance. Now the set, the attack. Schwantz gets to it. Sheedy sets. This one's for Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks kept alive. Hogan with the dig. The set. Now Allie Bishop punches it over. Schwantz gets a hand on it. Bloom gets a hand on it, and Middlebrooks sends it back over. Corrigan with the dig. Set. This one's for Rogers. Rogers, hot shot, kept up. Nice play by Bloom, and Schwantz will bump it over. Corrigan there for the reception. Hogan setting. Avery Pearson attacks, and that one is out off of Avery Pearson. I thought it might have hit a hand based on the angle, but it appears that it hit the net instead.
Yeah, and they were trying to make a case for it too. Just the refs have a good eye in seeing that. There's just a lot of power getting it out of bounds.
Yeah, the angle changed, but again, I think it was off the net rather than a hand. Rogers bumps it over. Now Corrigan attacking, blocked. Bostic is there. Set. Avery Pearson. Don't matter if it touched the fingertip there. That one hit the floor. Big time shot from Avery Pearson on that kill.
And that was a nice one right there.
That brings on Duzenak and Madison Fox. 11-11, make a wish here as Madison Fox steps to the service line. Sheedy sets, this one's for Middlebrooks, and Middlebrooks with a rocket off a fingertip. Pacer bench doesn't agree, but I don't know that we're going to get a change on that.
And nobody's happy for the Pacers right now.
And Coach Cox wants an explanation.
Coach Cox is just...
Coach Cox not happy with the explanation he got, but it won't change the outcome of the play. Sheedy sends it away. Rogers receives. Fox setting. This one's for Duzenak. Duzenak gets the point right back. Chloe Duzenak once again steps on the floor. Good things happen for the Pacers.
Dare we say ball don't lie in that moment right there?
Some would say, some would argue that ball don't lie. It'll be Lexi Rogers with a chance now to give the Pacers the lead. Bloom is there. The set from Sheedy. Fox receives that attack. That was courtesy of Bridie Potter.
Huh.
That shot goes wide. Yes, it does.
I thought she got it in. I was like, wow, back-to-back kills. But that's still amazing from Katie to do that and come in.
Yeah, Duzenak hugged the line on that one, but couldn't quite keep it in. Fox setting. This one's for Corrigan. Corrigan blocked, and goodness gracious, what a play by Meredith Dixon and Bridie Potter.
When I talked to Coach Reynolds before the game, when he told me he hoped his block team step up, I was thinking they weren't that good, but they've been on point this whole match.
Fox setting for Duzenak. Middlebrooks is there. The set, this one's for Bloom, and Bloom sends a missile, and another play where the Pacers don't think that they touched it, but again, another play where the result will not be changed. 15-12, Flagler now climbing out in front. Timeout taken by Coach Cox, and he'll hope to get his team organized for this closing moments of set number 3. Welcome back, everyone. Peach Belt Conference volleyball action here on a Saturday afternoon. Overcast skies in Aiken, South Carolina. Jordan Phillips, Ellison Hubbard on the call for you. Flagler looking to complete the straight set sweep. USCA looking to extend this match. 15-13 now after that service error from Marley Middlebrooks.
For your first-year head coach, Coach Reynolds, he would think this all to his tough schedule that his team had to face.
Bloom receives that. The set, that's the attack and the kill. Out, off of Meredith Dixon. Couldn't quite tell if the Pacers had gotten a hand on that one or not. It seems they have not. 15-14 the score. It'll be Kira Bostic to serve. Her serve is away. Kept up by Schwantz. The attack from Bloom, bouncing around. Great job. It was just kind of reflex from Lexi Rogers to get that one over. Bloom will get another shot at it, and this time just goes soft and finds the empty spot on the floor for the kill.
It's a senior mindset. She knows, again, 5'9", and not going to be able to out-attack the block. So why don't I switch it up on her? And she did.
That serve away from Juliana Dush. Duzenak reset the dig from Middlebrooks. It's Bloom. Bloom bumps it over once again, nice and easy. And finally Madison Fox able to knock it over. The set, the attack, and the kill for Catherine Rank in the middle.
See, it's tough because you never know, but it's always been they're getting the back line. Something needs to be adjusted for the Pacers, or it's going to be like this for the rest of the set.
17-14. That serve goes long, and it's out, point Pacers.
And I think she was trying to get that back line on that serve.
And substitutions made by the Saints. Sydney Hogan's serve is away. Rank sent right back. Schwantz able to get to it. Sheedy just popped it over. Corrigan is there. Schwantz keeps it up once again. Middlebrooks the set. Attack from Bloom. Rogers is there. Hogan sets. Kept up, but nobody was there to receive it. Great play by Schwantz to receive that kill, to dig that kill out by Anna Summer, but unfortunately for the Saints, nobody there to back her up on that play.
Right, and maybe because it was very close to the net, it would take a miracle to get that one over the net.
So the Pacers battling back after that timeout. Middlebrooks receives the serve. Rank, dig from Rogers. Hogan setting. This one's for Corrigan. Corrigan blocked, kept up until it's not. And the kill to the Saints. That brings on Amelia Fitzpatrick. She'll have the service duties.
Still close. Pacers still have a chance. Just need to clean up a few things, and they could possibly pull one out.
They trail by 2. Bostic set for Hogan. Rogers is there. Rogers a hot shot, but the dig from Middlebrooks, and Sheedy tried to get a cheap one there, tried to just flip it over, but the Pacer defense was ready and met her and pinned it to the backboard on that play.
No. Summer pulling on her Matumbo on that one.
A little finger wag as we have an 18-17 score now. Corrigan will serve, and she is received by Fitzpatrick. This one's for Bloom, and Bloom a missile. No blocking that one.
I heard the off of that hit.
Absolutely, that had some heat on it.
And Bloom saw that open daylight. She said, thank you.
Bloom, serve received by Rogers. The set for Rogers, and Rogers sends it long.
And that was high, hard to time for Rogers. Unfortunately, just too much power, wrong hit, out of bounds.
2017 now the score. The Saints can smell victory. Rogers receives. Hogan, the set. This one's for Bishop. Bishop with something to say about it. We're not dead yet, says Allie Bishop, as she smokes that one. Anna Summer steps on.
Again, Bishop can bring that fire when needed. Hopefully she's in for the rest of this set. because that's what the Pacers need.
Summer sends it away. Sheedy setting. This one's for Middlebrooks. Sent right back. Great play there. Sheedy dig from Summer. Set. Rogers attacks. Rogers out.
I know it's just frustrating for Rogers. She's like, I have these perfect opportunities, but I'm just hitting it too hard. It's going out of bounds. It's not going my way in the moments that my team needs me.
Still plenty of time to make a run here. Serve away from Schwantz. Corrigan gets to it. Hogan setting. This one's for Bishop. Bishop bouncing around. Set. Attack from Middlebrooks. Rogers flips it to the back line.
And that's what's needed.
Rogers with a big-time play there. Saw an opportunity and made the play. And the substitution. Madison Fox, Chloe Duzenak on the floor now. And again, we've seen it time and again in this match. When Chloe Duzenak comes on the floor, good things happen for the Pacers. They hope that streak continues here. Fox's serve away. Sheedy sets for Middlebrooks. Blocked immediately, kept up. Sheedy. Now Bloom sends it over into the net and down. Chloe Duzenak, Avery Pearson making that one happen with that big block that had the Saints off balance.
And they are getting fired up right now. Saints might want to cool that down.
21-20, serve skips off the net. Sheedy sets, this one for Middlebrooks. Great play by Corrigan, floats forever, bounces around, and finally sent over. Bump, Sheedy flips it over. Bostic is there for it. Great heads up defense there. Pearson with a chance now. Pearson in the back line. Bloom with the dig. Sheedy sets, this one's for Middlebrooks. Corrigan, nice play. Fox keeps it up, and Duzenak just bumps it over. Schwartz is there. Middlebrooks again, and Middlebrooks finally finds pay dirt. Middlebrooks is a dangerous player and shows you why right there.
She was kind of quiet in this set, but that right there, in time that is needed, she gets the kill.
And a timeout taken. 22-20 your score. Once again, in the waning moments of this set, USCA needs a run. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Flagler Saints on top of the USCA Pacers in the match and in the set. USCA looking to extend this one to avoid a straight set sweep. 22-20 here in the waning moments of set number 3. The serve is away. Kira Bostic receives. Fox sets for Pearson, and Pearson with some violence on that one. Pearson with a little bit of attitude.
I don't think anybody was ready for that. It hit Bloom right in the face. She's good, though.
Everybody's all right on the floor after that attack from Pearson. Rogers, the set, the serve, it's away. Sheedy sets for Middlebrooks, and Middlebrooks sends a rocket, but it's wide. A rare error from Marley Middlebrooks. She is normally pinpoint accurate, but the Pacers will certainly take any points they can get right now. We're tied up, and they look to extend the lead now. Rogers, soft serve. Bloom gets to it. Middlebrooks just had to punch it over, but she finds the floor. Not even trying, and she's getting killed. Marley Middlebrooks is something special.
That's a way to capitalize off of your last mistake of just too much power hitting it out of bounds. But what a dig from the Saints right there. I mean, Rogers does those excellent soft serves, but didn't work out.
Bostic gets to it now. Pearson with a chance. It's up in the air. Great play by Schwantz. Sheedy sets. Bump over from Middlebrooks. The set, the attack. Sheedy gets to it. Schwantz now And that one finds the floor. Another play where the Pacers just got caught napping. Meredith Dixon sets up match point for the Saints. It'll be Marley Middlebrooks to serve now. Serve is away. Bostic is there. Fox sets. Corrigan attacks. Corrigan kicked up by Schwantz. Sheedy punches it, gets it to the floor, and down. And that is the match. The Flagler Saints win in straight sets. 25-10, 25-23, and 25-22. Flagler gets their first win in conference play. USCA falls to 0-1 in the conference. 5-6 on the season are the Saints. 6-9 now on the season for Flagler.
This was a scrappy fight from the Pacers after set one. Unfortunately, that set one was a bad one. But this team has a long way to go, a long way to improve themselves. So, and then for the Saints, they're just watching film, and they knew they were able to perform, and that's what they did today.
A tough break for USCA here to start conference play, but they'll look to respond later on this week. Until then, I'm Jordan Phillips. He's Ellison Hubbard. Be sure to tune into our social media channels for comments from head coach Glenn Cox and the team after this match. Until then, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.